Man, it's got to be about 92 degrees today. I know why they call it Hotlanta. Anyways, today we're talking about modes. Modes are these elusive things that people are always asking me about. What is a mode? Well, it's just a subset of a scale. It's actually pretty easy. What I like to talk about is what you do with them. That's what's up today on Everything Music. Okay, let's hear how these modes sound. We're going to start with C Ionian, also known as C major. If I play in the key of C from D to D, I'm playing a D Dorian mode. If I play from E to E, I'm playing E Phrygian. If I play from F to F, it's an F Lydian mode. So the mode position always follows the same pattern: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. Okay? There's also modes of the melodic minor and harmonic minor scale that we're going to get into later, probably a later episode. The real question is, what actually makes these modes have their particular sound? Or another way you could say it is, what makes one mode different from another? Okay, if we take in a major key the 1, 4, and 5 chord, they all are major chords. In the key of C, it's C, F, and G. Okay, well, each of them has a corresponding mode. C Ionian, because Ionian goes with the 1 chord. F Lydian, because Lydian goes with the 4 chord. And G Mixolydian, goes with the 5 chord. Mixolydian always goes with the 5 chord. Well, any of those can be played over any particular chord. For example, over a C major chord, I can play C Ionian. I can also play C Lydian. I could also play C Mixolydian. I could actually also play C Lydian augmented. And a whole host of other modes. I could play C Mixolydian sharp 11. Anything that works on a major chord, I could play. Well, what gives these modes their characteristic sound? That's the real question. D Dorian. So basically, any of the notes of D minor or D Dorian, any of the notes of C major will work. That's a D Dorian sound. But really, what is a D Dorian sound? I'll tell you what one is. Right there. That's a D minor 6/9 sound. Why? Well, you got the minor third, which F, and you have the 6 right there. That natural 6, the B on a D minor chord, is what gives Dorian its sound. Okay, if I were to play Aeolian, it would have this kind of a sound. Okay, now, what is different between Dorian and Aeolian? That note. Dorian, Aeolian, it's the 6th. In Dorian, the 6th is natural, okay? In Aeolian, the 6th is flat. So that 6th is a very important note in describing the sound of a mode. Let's put this into use now. I'm going to go from A Dorian to E flat Ionian. Listen to this. That's called a modal modulation, actually, because I changed keys. We're going to do a whole video on that. Okay. Let's say I go from C Lydian now to F Mixolydian. Okay, what did I do in C Lydian? Well, I simply had a C Lydian triad. C, F sharp, G. I get C, G in the bass. And then for F Mixolydian, I have the root, 5th, the sus4, or the 4th of the scale, flat 7, and 3rd. Okay, well, the flat 7 means it can't be Ionian, okay, because Ionian would have this. That would be an F Ionian voicing. This is an F Mixolydian voicing. Okay? Let me go from F Mixolydian to G Phrygian. Okay? Then I'm going to go to a B Dorian sound. So I've got B, F sharp, A, D, E, G sharp. There's my natural 6 to give the Dorian sound. Let me go back. C Lydian, F Mixolydian, G Phrygian, B Dorian, F Aeolian, D flat Lydian, D Aeolian, C sharp altered dominant. Now you can hear how these modal chords have really distinct characteristics to them. What you need to do to have a modal chord voicing is describe the mode and their essential target notes, meaning the notes that make a mode different from another in the chord. If I'm going to have a Lydian voicing, it's got to have the sharp 4 in there. Now you could do things like take an Aeolian sound. In this case, we'll do it in G. I would call that a G Aeolian passage. So I'm outlining the notes. I'm outlining the notes in G Aeolian, throwing in that flat 6 in there to really give it its characteristic sound. Okay, let me review. C Lydian, F Mixolydian, G Phrygian, B Dorian, F Aeolian, E flat Lydian, D Aeolian, C altered dominant. We're going to be doing more videos on modes, talking about things like modal mixture and modal modulation. Please stay tuned and subscribe. I'm Rick Beato.